Thank you, Deputy Speaker, and I thank the member for Wannon and the Shadow Minister for this MPI. The Immigration Minister's multiple and repeated failures to keep Australians safe. I actually find it very difficult to be standing here today to talk on this issue, because not only is it staggering to me that not one of the members opposite speaking on this MPI has actually defended the minister and his actions, because you cannot defend the indefensible, and that's what the members opposite are facing. And what's really even more staggering for me personally is not one, and not the minister, has talked about the human toll of these decisions, the victims. And we've heard question after question today, and they do come back to the minister's decisions. And the minister repeatedly in this House has given what I think, over the period of his time, totally inane answers. And it's a matter of shame for the minister when we hear these useless platitudes about pretending to keep Australians safe. Well, how does the minister and the government think that the victims of all of those that have been offended against by those 150, I think at least at 28 of those who have offended since they've been released, what about the victims of those people? Because that's what I'm feeling today for, is those people. And today we heard one of the things that's touched me. I'm a mum and a grandma, and I'm very proud of my grandkids. But to think that a New Zealand citizen, a stepfather, raped his 14-year-old stepdaughter at a time that his partner, her mother, was giving birth to their child, and immediate action was not taken and that man deported. That man, the minister could have cancelled that visa immediately, and surely given the circumstances, that should have been an immediate reaction to this. You know, anybody who would consider a 14-year-old girl, what she's gone through, and we've heard today question after question about absolutely horrendous crimes being committed against young people, young girls. No one can excuse that, and it's a matter of shame for this minister that he has sat on this issue. His ministerial direction actually gave strength to this by not deporting the worst of the worst criminals. And anybody who doesn't think that this is catastrophic, how about you go and talk to or listen to the victims of these crimes? Then come in here and say, this is not a serious matter of public importance. And how many other women and young girls, the members talk about, shock and horror and beating up fear. Well, you try being a single woman or a single young girl who gets caught in this situation, one of whom we heard about repeatedly today in question time, and then you try and excuse the minister's lack of action. Because I can't. On our side, we have a shadow minister who can't excuse that either, and rightly so. Anybody who takes this lightly is condemned, in my opinion. What on earth did Labor think would happen when the minister himself gave a direction, the direction that said the strength and nature and duration of an individual with ties to Australia was a primary consideration when cancelling a visa? Try telling that to the 14-year-old girl who was raped. Try telling that to her as a valid reason for not cancelling the visa and not getting out of here and not keeping you and others safe. I don't find that a valid reason, and I am actually profoundly hurt that not one of those opposite has spoken about the human toll, because these decisions have caused a human toll. And if it was any one of us who had direct connection to these people. We would be standing in this place and saying it's not okay. Well, I stand for all Australians and say it is not okay, and what the minister has done here has been appalling.
Member for